Aloha Spartans! Today is Wednesday, March 11th, and it's a Blue Day. Welcome to WSMS. Please give your attention to Lillian for the pledge.
Good morning. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
Hello, Schmucker boys. The sign-up sheets for the boys track team are in the main office on a bulletin board across from the nurse's office. If you can't find them, ask somebody in the office for help. If you have any questions, see one of your coaches, Coach Sears, Coach Black, or Coach Rohrabacher.
During the fourth quarter, Schmucker will offer a 0-hour PLTW class, Automation and Robotics. The class will be meeting from 8 to 8:50 during the fourth grading period. To participate, students must sign up before March 18th. More information and sign-up sheets are available in the office. See Mr. Ganaga with any questions.
Hello, all SMS students and staff. The SMS Student Council is sponsoring a Spirit Week to show support for the Big 11 tournaments for the SMS wrestling teams and the SMS girls basketball teams. Tomorrow is Jersey Day, and Friday is Penn Pride Day. Let's all have fun during the SMS Spirit Week.
The girls' track sign-up sheet is on the bulletin board across from the nurse's office. The information sheet is to the right of the bulletin board. Remember, there is a parent-athlete meeting after school on March 18th at 4:15 in the LGI. Your physical must also be uploaded by the first practice.
Attention all basketball fans and fans of fun. We will be hosting our annual Silver Mile 3-on-3 basketball tournament on Wednesday, March 25th at the end of the school day. This tournament has been a huge success, and we hope to continue this going forward. We are limited to the first 8 teams in each grade level, so hurry up and get a team together and get your registration forms completed. Registration forms are in the main office, or you can get them from your PE or wellness teacher.
If you don't like basketball, for students who do not want to play in the 3-3 tournament, there are also fun activities that will be going on. If you purchase a ticket into the event, you will have the opportunity to dunk your favorite teacher in the dunk tank, purchase snacks and pizza, play other games for prizes. This is a great opportunity to raise money for our school and have a lot of fun with your peers. Please welcome a few special guests.
I have a lot of special guests this morning. So I have a group that I'm super excited. They have participated in a singing choir event that's really exciting and really fun. So I have a couple friends who are going to share different parts of it because it might be something that Schmucker students you've heard of, but maybe you don't know all the details about. But I bet you it's going to sound familiar. They had an amazing experience and did just such a good job to be accepted into this program to be able to perform. So I think I'm going to step aside and I'm going to let Adam, you kind of talk a little bit about your participation in this event.
So on February 22nd, we went to Goshen College to participate in the Circle of the State choral event. So we began practicing before school in January, and we had rehearsals almost every day up until the event on February 22nd.
Perfect. And I think, Grant, you were going to share a little bit too.
Yes, so where exactly we went? Well, we went to Goshen College out in, Goshen, Indiana, and we just sang for a huge crowd of people, and I encourage everyone next year to try to participate in it. It's a lot of fun, and you'll love it.
So explain, how were you able to participate? What exactly did you have to do to be able to go?
Well, what you had to do, you had to, I think you had to sign a paper or something, but you had to sign up, and you had to do auditions, and if you passed the auditions, you got in, and then you got placed in soprano, alto, or baritone, and depending on where you were, that's where you were in the stands, but trust me, wherever you are, it's amazing. It's just awesome.
Awesome, good. And I think did I have one other person who was going to share? Go for it.
We would all like to clarify that this school isn't the only school that does it, so it's not just like 15 people standing on a stage in a 700-foot area concert hall. So it's basically 4 sanctions of the area, or I completely forgot what word it was, but
No, there's like 4 groups, right?
Yeah.
There's 4 groups that do it, I think, every Saturday in the month of February, correct?
Yeah.
So you're just joining with other schools right in the area. Do you know how many people were there? Like how many students?
192.
196.
Oh, okay, so 196 students who were singing. So, all right, great. Well, if you see any of these students around, give a wave so everybody can see you. Yes, come on, there you go. If you see these students around, tell them congratulations for auditioning and being accepted to be able to sing in Circle Estate, and also for those students, Schmucker students next year. This is going to be available, so it might be something that you want to participate in and audition and sing to represent the Spartans here. So great. All right, well, thank you. I think we're back to Miss O'Brien with a book update of some sort, so we're going to head off.
Alrighty, good morning everybody. I will make this as quick as possible. I just wanted to let you know we've got some new books in the IMC, which is really, really exciting. And I also have a display I wanted to talk about. So March is International Women's Month, History Month, and if you see my display outside the IMC, I have a nice display of some inspiring ladies, but I also put up a display out in the IMC of books, both fiction and nonfiction. I called it Books with a Strong Female Lead, because that's a Netflix category that I think is fun. And so we've got a lot of different books, maybe just like fiction that features, a strong lady. I've got a lot of nonfiction books about women's history, which is really cool. So I just wanted to go over a couple of these books for that, and then just kind of talk very quickly about some of our new books in the IMC, because I've got some good ones. So first of all, for nonfiction, I've got this one, 10 Days of Mad Woman. It's about Nellie Bly. She's a really famous reporter, and she pretended to be mentally ill so she could get into asylum. I think it was in the 20s, I want to say. But back then, those conditions were really atrocious, and she wrote hugely important news articles exposing them and talked about reform. So this is a really cool story. This one is cool. It's called A Pirate's Life for She, and it's about lady pirates, which I just think is really, really fun, and I love that. And it's got, super short stories, so that one was fun. This one's really cool. It's called Brazen. Rebel Ladies Who Rock the World, and I just read this one and I loved it. It's a graphic novel, and she goes over just a bunch of different women that maybe in history you might not have known about, or she talks about one of my favorite stories was about Margaret Hamilton, who plays the witch in Wizard of Oz, and she got burnt in that role horribly, and she still played it, and that was really cool. So this is a really gorgeous book, and it's gorgeously illustrated, and I highly recommend it. This is a really fun graphic novel series too. It's called Prince Liz. And she is 16. Adrienne is our main character, and she doesn't want to be a princess. She hates it, and when she's 16, her parents lock her in a tower, waiting to be married to a prince who saves her, and she says forget that, and she saves herself. So that's a really fun series, and I have 3 of those. For new books that also I would put in my Strong Lady display, this one is really cool. It's the Rick Riordan Presents series. So he, if you've read Percy Jackson, he does all the Greek gods, and he's done Egyptian gods as well as Norwegian. But so he started this imprint. So other cultures, and I've talked about the Indian culture one, Arusha. Well, this one is South Korean, and it's a mix of fantasy and sci-fi. It takes place in space, but it draws on South Korean folklore, so that one's really cool. And I'm going to hurry this up really quick. I would just say I have a cart of new books outside. And I would highly recommend you just go look at that cart. But really quick, the ones I wanted to highlight, I got a true crime nonfiction series. So I love a lot. I know people love true crime. This one's The Murders of Tupac and Biggie. I've got stuff like Assassination of JFK, Lizzie Borden Axe Murders, Manson Family, O.J. Simpson, Zodiac. So that's fun. for my sports fans, I have NFL books, and those are really popular, but I noticed we didn't have any college football. So I got a college football series. Of course, it's got Notre Dame, don't worry. But it also has Alabama, Michigan, Florida, LSU, USC, Ohio State. Sorry, Mr. Hess. I can't help it. Now this is a really fun one too. I got 2 Stranger Things graphic novels. They're pretty short. This one is the other side, so this series follows the actual events of the show, and this one is a prequel. The 6 it's called. That one's a prequel for before the show. So I have 4 in each of those series. And then wrapping up, I grabbed a bunch of extra ones. Oh, I wanted to talk about this one because this one was a student recommendation. It's called The Hive, and I had a 7th grader recommend it to me, so thank you. And this one is cool, and it sounds really interesting. It's sci-fi. It's set in a dystopian future, and your social media is policed, and people can is policed by this thing called the Hive, and if they think you're being like terrible on social media, they'll take you away. But of course, they get to decide what's right and what's wrong. So I just thought that sounded really good. I've got a whole bunch of other books here I can talk about to you in person, but I'll let everybody go because I know this is getting a little long. So if you want to check out the new books, I will have them in the IMC. All right, have a great day.
Thanks for joining us.